Police officers located a juvenile male victim, later identified as 23 Racks. These subjects then turned left and walked east on Savannah Place Southeast towards the apartment complex where 23 Racks was murdered.
They walking up to their ops hood. They see some niggas that I guess they know. Shake their hand and then keep walking. Go commit the murder and then get up out of there, bro. Oh, they say a young DC teenage rapper walked his ops down on camera and then dropped a diss song about him the next day.
FBI, open up!
What's wrong with this guy? We finna break it down. Let's get it. Let's see what's going on. Skate. Skate. Skate.
So Holmes, young
help me solve this murder of my son.
In the last 48 hours, a DC rapper, a young one at that, has been sentenced for accepting a plea that involved not one but two murders and an that
of this murder of my son.
In the last 48 hours, a DC rapper, a young one at that, has been sentenced for accepting a plea that involved not one but two murders and an attempt. It's been speculation that his dad told on him. Not to mention claims that his homie had told out the gate. Hopefully at the end of this video you'll find out. Nonetheless, we pay our respects on the rapper who lost his life after posting his location.
Oh, he posted his location.
His full life ahead of him, and he had so much potential after recently signing a deal with the label we'll later discuss based out of the DMV area. Nonetheless, we go over all the details involved in this indictment. We check out every statement listed in this indictment, and we also confirm what's being blocked from public view from these indictments. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle.
I just give you the story.
So with that being said, make was known by his rap statement and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Find me, Justin Johnson. He was known by his rap stage name 23 Racks. He was from Temple Hills, but he claimed 23, which is a southeast neighborhood in Savannah Terrace. He signed to an indie label based out of the DMV area. A label called MGE, founded by a guy named Bam, who's currently incarcerated for.
I wouldn't sign to no nigga, to nobody. I ain't signing to that nigga. I'm sorry.
Murder from Bowie.
I ain't doing that.
And they got talent. They even got artists like Fat Trail on board.
Oh, they got Fat Trail?
2021, 23 Racks released the album titled Rookie of the Year. In April, he released two songs, Dragon and Hook. No. And 23 Racks was blowing up, but he was also staying in the hood. He also stayed with an alleged roommate, and he had money stolen from the apartment. It was rumored to be around $10,000. And the person who was allegedly responsible was a guy named Glock from the Z, which is also a neighborhood in Southeast DC. But unfortunately, Glock would lose his life. 23 Racks would go online and say he's smoking them, but little did he know, less than 48 hours later, he would lose his life.
So somebody stole, they thought somebody stole $10,000 from their house. He died 24 hours later. He get on Instagram, say, I'm smoking on him right now. And he dies 48 hours later.
As well, broad daylight. It was Thursday, May 26, 2022, around 11 a.m. 23 Racks will go to his Instagram and post his location, chilling in the circle on 23rd and Savannah. I'm smoking his J.
So he posted his location.
Now, shortly after that Instagram post, the 7th District had responded to the report of a shooting at 2234 Savannah Terrace, Southeast DC. Upon arrival, police officers located a juvenile male victim, later identified as 23 Racks, unconscious and unresponsive, and suffering from an apparent gunshot wound. The next day, Friday, May 27, 2022, the chief medical examiner conducted an autopsy and revealed that 23 Racks sustained 2 gunshot wounds to his body, one to the left of his back, which struck his lungs, and one to the right of his arm. Now, according to a witness that was arrested, and all but one statements are redacted, had told authorities that their membership in the Henson Ridge-based crew refers to many by names as Get Back Gang and the Z. The crew is part of a broader group driving violence in Washington, D.C. over the past several years known as
My whole thing is, though, like, y'all young niggas gotta stop doing this dumb shit, gang. If you got ops and all that, folks, you don't have, like, who told you? You don't have to get on the Instagram and say you smoking on your ops. You don't have to do that. It's not a rule. You're not going to go to jail if you do that. You're not going to go to hell if you don't do that. You don't have to get on here and say you smoking your ops. You don't have to post your location up by yourself while you getting higher. You lacking harder. You getting higher, lacking harder, and you going to post your location while you still sitting there. And yo, like that, And you know you got shit going on. And you know one of your ops, quote unquote ops, just died 2 days before. You know you got shit going on. Why are you putting yourself out there like this, gang? I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Freecash.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid hundreds of dollars just for playing video games on your phone. All you need is an email and a password. Follow the directions on each of the campaigns and you can earn at least $100. My personal favorite game to play was Sunrise Island, and when I clicked on it, they had a $370 bonus. I got $370 just for playing a video game on my phone. On average, it only takes about 17 minutes for most people to start earning money on freecash.com. So if you need some free, easy, extra money, go to freecash.com, click the QR code right here, or go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did? The attention that you gonna get from the post is not worth dying over, bro. What are you doing? And then y'all get to call me a hater and weird and the police and shit because I actually give these people real advice, folks. And I ain't just saying, oh, like, folks, this shit's stupid, gang.
Box 5 game, and the person who took a proffer plea and statement is redacted from public view is Derrick O. Johnson, who was 20 years old when he was arrested, now 23, aka Rico, also known as GBG Maxo. Here's a still image of GBG Maxo in a video with GBG Lil Active, whose real name is Ronald Henson. 19 years old now, 16 years old when he was arrested. He was one of the 4 people indicted for the indictment we're talking about today, involving 23 racks and an innocent bystander who we'll later discuss.
And
the song was titled Dog Shit, with over 748,000 views and counting. But on January 2nd, 2023, GBG Lil Active would get arrested after MPD responded to the 2200 block of Alabama Avenue, Southeast Washington, D.C. for a shot spotter technology alert and a total of 36 rounds being shot. It was around 4:45 p.m. 2 armed special police officers were located and identified and interviewed by detectives in connection with this shooting. Apparently, they was there on the scene when this incident took place. A preliminary investigation determined that 3 victims were lounging outside a convenience store located on the 2200 block of Alabama Avenue Southeast when 2 suspects exit the rear passenger door of a light blue colored sedan at the intersection of 22nd Street, crossing Alabama Avenue as SPO followed to pursuit. SPO followed the suspect vehicle to the school at Stanton Terrace and Alabama Avenue Southeast, back to their neighborhood, which is referred to as the Z. The 2 rear suspects exit the car and fled on foot. The suspect vehicle then turned right on Alabama Avenue Southeast and escaped. The SPO and a nearby MPD officer pursued the suspects on feet. They were shortly apprehended at 1505 Tobias Drive Southeast. Henderson and individual 4 were located inside 1505 Tobias Drive Southeast and arrested. Now, if you're wondering who individual 4 is, well, that's a guy who was later cooperating. It was also noted at that time, GBG Lil Act had a case that was dismissed against him, with the victim involved in that case seemed to be associated with the neighborhood of 23 Racks. During that time, police also...
So he been out here just sliding and gliding. He been out here just sliding and gliding, folks. Y'all do know y'all don't have to do this, right? And I'm asking a lot of, like, why do you think you gotta die and go to jail and get shot and have ops and why I don't understand that, gang. Because when you really think about it in a real, like, all jokes aside, folks, if we all from the same hood, we all from the same city, right? We all broke, we all grew up in the hood, all our mamas ain't got no money. Most of us don't know our daddy. Why are we killing each other? What are we doing? It ain't like you kill your op and you just go about your life. You kill your op and then go to jail, my guy. Y'all, it's just stupid.
Lil Act, a day after 23 Racks
everybody
lost
followers,
his life,
bro.
had posted a rap song titled Last Diss.
I got 4, nigga. This the last diss for the ops. Been watching that store, the feds and the lie. They keep making raps and they still ain't get back.
Now, after having GBG Lil Act in custody, the feds started to pick up a case, getting surveillance, and even asking GBG Lil Active, Dad, was that him? Depicted in video surveillance the night that 23 Racks lost his life. GBG Lil Active dad gave the police a picture of his son holding up marijuana as the best image. You can't make this up. The first murder was 23 Racks. The day he lost his life, detectives searched CCTV angle from a camera affixed to 3249 23rd Street.
And it's all on camera. Oh, that's them walking up.
Intersection of 22nd Street in Southeast and Savannah Place in Southeast. At 11:06 a.m., 3 subjects are seen in the camera walking southbound in the alley that runs north and south between Alabama Avenue Southeast and Savannah Place Southeast. These subjects then turn left and walk east on Savannah Place Southeast towards the apartment complex where 23 Racks was murdered. At 11:07, these subjects stopped in the intersection of 22nd Street Southeast and Savannah Place Southeast. All the subjects appear to be wearing all black clothing, including long-sleeve sweatshirts, long pants. Additionally, all three subjects concealed their faces with black face masks. One of the suspects appeared to have a white emblem on the left chest area of the sweatshirt. Police noted it was 68 degrees during that time as well. Now the subjects...
68 degrees and they outside with masks on, hoodies, all type of shit. And they walked up to their ops. They didn't even take a car here, bro. These motherfuckers walked to where he just posted his location at. Pulled up, unalived him, got up out of there, and then died.
Continued to walk eastbound when they entered the alley that separates 3245 23rd Street Southeast and 3224 22nd Street Southeast.
All this on camera.
The subjects are then picked up exiting this alley and entering the courtyard in the Woodbury Village apartment complex. At 11:08 a.m., CCTV angle camera footage adjacent from 3235 23rd Street Southeast was captured this courtyard. Now, when the subjects entered the neighborhood, they had an interaction with two other individuals who were walking in the opposite direction, apparently greeting them and dapping them up before they commit the murder, which possibly indicated a back door, but nonetheless,
maybe it was
which
back
some
door.
say indicated clear setup, even though 23
So they walked up. Look at this,
door,
bro.
But nonetheless,
they walking
some
to
say
the after he posted his location.
Clear
they walking up to their ops hood. They see some niggas that I guess they know. Shake their hand and then keep walking. Go commit the murder and then get up out of there, bro.
Even though 23 Racks had posted his location as we just mentioned on Instagram.
They ain't had the back door.
The three subjects then walk out of camera frame and are captured on the second CCTV camera angle of the same courtyard. The subjects stop after walking a few feet and then turn around and walk back through the courtyard and leave through the same alley by which they had initially entered. The subjects are captured again at 11:09 a.m. with the camera fixed
killing people at 11 in the morning?
23rd Street Southeast. The subjects continue to walk southbound until they last seen at 11:10 a.m. on the far sidewalk. This is the last the subjects are seen on either of the CCTV camera that view 22nd Street Southeast. There are 12 minutes between the time these three suspects are last seen and the time of 23 Racks murder. The area where 23 Racks lost his life, may he rest in peace, is also captured on CCTV cameras at the Woodbury Village apartment complex.
Oh, that's where he was standing at.
11:22, 23 Racks is seen standing outside a building. 22:30, Savannah Terrace Southeast shows 23 Racks standing on the sidewalk with the white shirt. At 11:22 a.m., an individual wearing all black is seen stepping out from behind building 2225 Savannah Terrace Southeast. An individual steps out and fires his firearm on CCTV. It appears that at least one other individual is with the first shooter, as the third leg is also coming from behind 2225 Savannah Terrace Southeast. Also, it could be observed a secondary puffs of smoke consistent with the firearm being discharged on CCTV. At 11:22 a.m., it shows the first shooter has fully stepped out from behind the building, and the second shooter appears to be next to the first, but whose body is cut out of view of the camera. The sad part is this. In this image at 11:22, when the shooters are firing in the direction of 23 Racks, he was seen tripping over what it appears to be a small female child who was next to 23 Racks when the shots were fired. He was possibly trying to cover her. 23 Racks then runs into the building at 2230 Savannah Terrace.
He had already got hit.
He subsequently located by police officers. The shooters retreat back behind 225 Savannah Terrace Southeast and are not seen again after the shooting on CCTV cameras at the apartment complex. Now, Derrick O. Johnson, aka GBG Max, he pointed himself out from day one. And he was later identified as the third subject in this indictment.
So he just snitched on his damn self? What the
which might explain him signing a factual proffer and his indictment and statements being sealed from public view. And for those who don't know, a factual proffer in a legal context is a written statement detailing the facts that form the basis of a plea agreement. It's a mechanism used to ensure that a guilty plea is based on true understanding of the...
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I told y'all, bro. Y'all, for some reason, like, I be telling people all the time, no matter how much I get on this YouTube channel, no matter how much I tell y'all the street stupid, it's always going to be another dumb motherfucker out here committing murders and then going to jail for it. These people are not going to, bro. What makes you think you finna go commit a murder with two of your homies? What makes you think they not gonna snitch on you? I don't understand that part, bro. What makes you think this man, this little boy, this young boy is finna go to jail for 50, 60, 70 years so that he doesn't snitch on you? As soon as the police come in there and say, hey, you snitch on them, you let us know, we'll turn that 40 years that you facing into 14. 14? Shit, I thought doing the math. 40, 14, nigga, shit, that's 36. That's shit. 20, got 16. Okay, so I get out at what time? What time? How old I be? 28? Okay. All right, I could do that. Sign. Where you need me to sign it, sir? Like, it's delusional, bro. Y'all gotta be a different type of delusional to think you finna go commit a real murder, a real body, catch a real body in real life, not GTA. In real life, you finna go catch a real body, and then you finna go back to the hood like ain't nothing happened. Then you finna brag about it. Then you finna diss them on songs. Then you finna claim that you did it, and you think nobody gonna snitch on you? That's just dumb as fuck.
The relevant events. The proffer typically includes details about a crime, the defendant's role, and the government's investigation. The day of 23 Rack's funeral, they took his casket back up 23rd and let him hit the circle again.
That was stupid. This is some weird ass hood stupid shit right here. I wish I would bring I ain't gonna say my son. What kind of mom or dad brings their son's body in a casket back to the hood that killed him? It's like y'all proud of this shit. He gotta have a mama. He gotta have a dad. Somebody organized this funeral. Who's organizing the funeral and walking his casket back to the hood that he got killed for? It's like y'all happy that he died. It's like, you feel me? Like it's like some type of badge of honor. He died for this hood. Nigga, he died over nothing. This shit's stupid.
Long live Rocket Time, Mr. Wilson.
This what it's about. This what it's about.
Mr. Wilson, nigga.
Then they recording it. Everybody yelling, popping their shit, record all on the live. Like, this shit dumb as hell. This is embarrassing to black people right here.
Welcome back to the circle, baby boy. Yeah.
And 99% of them people gonna go home. Man, I'm so fucking tired of this fucking camera gang. I swear to God, bro. Like I was saying, 99% of the people that's here carrying the casket, yelling, recording, all on Instagram, on their lives. Tomorrow they gonna wake up, eat breakfast, eat lunch, go to work, go to school, drop their kids off, and they're never gonna forget. They're never gonna say nothing about you ever again. They're never gonna post about you. They're not gonna check on your mama. They're not gonna do shit. Their life is gonna go on. Only your mama, your brother, your cousin, and your best friend is really gonna be crying and fucked up about you dying for the next 10 years. These people don't care about y'all, gang. It's be delusion, folks. It's all delusion.
Shortly after 23 Racks lost his life, 3 individuals was on ring camera, recorded by audio. As the group passed by the camera, you could hear sirens in the background. That led to the individual in the middle of this picture begin to run at the sound of the siren. The third individual, who was subsequently identified as Rico,
These motherfuckers are so slow. They caught on ring camera talking about the murder they just caught. Folks that took his mask off. They're talking about the murder that they just did. And then when they hear the sirens coming, they run. All this is on camera, gang.
The siren. The third individual, who was subsequently identified as Rico, aka GBG Max, is then heard saying the following: "Walk, oh my God, if I get locked up because of you, bruh, stop running. Fuck, you throwing me off. That's why I don't do shit with you, bruh."
Y'all should have knew he was gonna snitch.
Now, on May 28, 2022, a detective received information. On May 29, 2022, a detective spoke with their source. They told detectives that it's not testifying reliable and they wasn't an eyewitness to the homicide. but provided information about the homicide. The source of information stated that Derek Damon Johnson, with the Instagram account B_Lockwood8, was his son, with the name Rico. One of the source of information stated as one of the suspects in the homicide. According to the source of information, people have been approaching Derek Johnson about his son Rico shooting 23 racks. They quoted they was aware that 23 racks is a well-known rapper. According to the source of information, Rico's father has stated he does not want to be a part of the situation. Additionally, the source of information did not know Rico's true name. A couple days later, June 1st, 2022, a detective got a call from a reliable source who said that the individual by the name of Rico Johnson, aka Rico, was responsible for the demise of 23 racks. Shortly after, Rico was picked up in the back of the MPD cruiser. He was asked if he would like to speak to officers. It was Johnson agreed. He was transported to the homicide branch. Now initially, Rico denied being at the scene. He said that day he woke up and went to a nearby convenience store and gone straight back home. But after a detective...
Why would you say that? It's supposed to be... That would be on camera if that's the case, stupid.
Showed Rico a CCTV still photo. He quoted, "That's me. I can see that. Obviously, that's me." But then Rico proceeded to tell detectives that he previously lied and that he was in the vicinity of 23 Racks murder. Rico initially said that he had been wearing shorts, but corrected himself after seeing the CCTV image. Rico also said that he was wearing black Nike boots when he was outside. Rico stated that he had gone around 23rd Street Southeast in order to see his aunt. He said he then walked down the hill, which he indicated as being 22nd Street Southeast. Rico said he then went down the hill. He got into the car with somebody whom he could not identify, but stated it was a female. Initially, Rico also said that he was alone and was not with anybody, but he was in the area of 23 Racks murder. Detectives first
Bro, we got you on camera with other people. With like, what the fuck is wrong with these stupid ass little boys, bro? What's going on through your head, bro? So you know you did this murder, and the police ask you, do you want to talk to them? And you said, yeah? Bruh. Then you proceeded to lie. They caught you lying. Then you proceeded to snitch. Like, what the fuck? Like I don't understand,
the image of figure 11, which is this photo. To which Johnson stated, aka Rico, that he had just met up with the other two individuals while he was walking home. Huh? Detectives showed Rico the image depicted in figure 2, which is this photo.
His dumb ass, he's so slow, it's not even going through his head. Like, hey, bro, we done caught you lying 2, 3, 17, umpteenth times. We caught you lying, gang. So you gonna keep lying? Then you said, yeah, I caught up with him, and then we walked home. Oh, really? We got more of it? Like, what the fuck? It's like y'all never heard of cameras before.
Similarity in clothing, particularly the white emblem on the sweatshirt on one of the individuals. Rico again corrected himself and said that he saw the same individuals standing in the intersection of Savannah Place and 22nd Street Southeast. Detectives asked if Johnson could identify himself in the image used in this photo. Rico pointed to the individual in the middle of the group and indicated that was him. Rico told detectives that he then walked into the Woodbury apartment complex in order to go see his aunt to get something.
That's on camera too, dumbass.
Image from the same CCTV camera that is depicted in figure 3 and 4, which is these photos. Rico again identified himself, pointing to the male that appears to be leading the group of subjects. As I mentioned, he was the oldest. Rico said that he met with his aunt, who was with another male. Rico was shown an image from the camera depicted in this photo, and Rico identified the two people he interacted with as his aunt and a male friend of his aunt. To help himself out even more, Rico decided to talk about another murder that took place.
Oh my God. Hey man, it's getting so damn hot in here, bro. Like y'all, man, these little boys so damn stupid. No, I'm a talk, but then I'm a snitch, but then I'm not gonna snitch, but then after I snitch, I'm be like, shit, I might as well tell y'all about another murder.
2 weeks prior, and said that one of the firearms that was recovered was used during this time, and police made a connection. But crazy enough, he was the only one charged for this murder. But for his cooperation, he got voluntary manslaughter while armed for the killing of Clayton Marshall and the assault with a dangerous weapon for the shooting of a second person. Connection with the drive-by at Shipley Market at around 12:20 p.m. on April 12, 2022. Neither Clayton Marshall nor the second victim appear to be the intended target. And the crazy part is, Marshall, a father of 3, lost his life in the same neighborhood where his brother lost his just years prior. May they both rest in peace and love and condolences to their families.
Allegedly murdering her son.
Or his brother Alonzo Marshall,
Call MPD.
There you have it, fam. Now, these pleas are contingent upon a court's approval at sentencing, but call for an agreed upon sentencing between 19 and 23 years for RICO, agreed upon sentence between 18 and 23 years for GBG Low Active, and an agreed upon sentence between 6 to 10 years for Davon Robinson, while DeMarco Robinson will be sentenced to a concurrent sentence in retaliation to a federal firearms case he was previously sentenced for in U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia case. Now, as we head out of here, every victim that we talked about, once again, rest in peace and loving condolences to the families. Want to say love and prayers to everyone who was affected by the story we just...
Y'all that's so slow. Like, man, this is so embarrassing. Like, bro, like, this is just bad, bro. It's just overall, it's just bad. It's just bad, bro. It's bad, bro. It's bad, bro. Again, if you still watching this video, shout out to you. But I'm going to let y'all know something, gang. It's 24 hours in a day. I don't even know how many minutes it is in a day. Let's look. Let's find out live. How many minutes in a day? There's 1,440 minutes in a day. You don't have to spend 700, 800 minutes. You sleep 8 hours, okay? So that's already shit. Come on, bro. It's already, you already talking about 16. You only up for 16 hours. You gotta shit, pee, eat, take a shower, brush your teeth, wash your face. You got haircuts to get. Some motherfuckers got jobs. It's so much other shit to do in this time, bro. Why are you out here trying to find somebody and killing them, knowing that damn well they got cameras? You know, if you from the hood, you know people who went to jail for murder. They got caught on camera. What makes you think that your stupid ass is finna walk down to the hood, kill somebody, and nobody finna see you on camera?